It is about 10 minutes before the hour. Linda Lavin has achieved great popularity as the title character in the television series Alice, and she plays a waitress who is widowed, has a son, and is trying to make it on her own for the very first time. Now, Linda's character is so close to real life that the National Commission of Working Women is honoring Linda tonight with a very special award. The commission is saluting those 80% of the working women who are in blue or pink collar jobs. A lot of them are very much like Linda's character Alice. And because of the award, Linda's in our Washington studio this morning to talk to us a bit about working women and about what it means to be a working woman. And it's nice to have you back again.
Thank you, Sandy.
And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You know, the last time you were on Good Morning America, we talked about Alice and how it is very much a real-life kind of character.
Yes.
Now that you're being honored by this community of women, how does it make you feel about your character, your role, your work, the series itself?
It's extremely gratifying, and I'm very proud to be included in this community of working women. And this recognition is very warming and very supportive to me and to those of us who do the show, and to those choices that I've made in terms of material to be done on television, which is the most powerful medium, I believe, in the world, and which has, because it is so powerful, an enormous responsibility to reach out and to say to people out there, because everybody does have a television set, no matter how poor, hello, you're not alone. You can do this. Let me show you, let me help you, let us help each other. That is what the communication is possible in television, I think.
Is that a consciousness you've had from the outset, or has it been heightened as a result of your role in getting the kind of feedback that you have over the years?
My early consciousness about Alice was on a very personal level in terms of her own psychological and emotional situation. To be a woman alone and in care of yourself for the first time in your life was something that I thought was exciting, and what I attached the importance to of this development of this character. This is a woman who had never been on her own, who had never taken care of herself, and who suddenly was widowed, and who had a child and had to work and had no skills, which is why this award is very gratifying to me, because it comes from the National Commission on Working Women, who has finally recognized and has been in, this commission has been now alive for 2 years. And what it has brought about is the recognition of 80% of all women who work in this country. 80% of untapped women. And by that I mean people we don't know about. We haven't known until the commission what their problems are, what we can bring to policy makers in the government based on what research we can find out from these women who are now coming together in the grassroots to talk, to share experiences, to reach out to each other in groups, and to find out what the problems are, so that the problems I started out with in Alice, in terms of just understanding the character and knowing how to go about doing this part and being responsible in television, have now become more political. Now, and the feedback is in this award for me tonight.
Yeah. You know, one of the problems, or one of the questions, concerns that always comes up when you talk about working women is how do you meld together a dedication to a career, to a profession, and a successful marriage, a successful home life? And I know that's a situation that you have wrestled with yourself and seem to have accomplished. Now, how do you handle it? Is it always easy?
I don't think it's easy for anybody. I think that women in my generation were trained to do one or the other, and I think that the commission is finding this out now by finally being in touch with women in the lower paying jobs, with pink and blue collar women. See, we know about the other 20%. We know about the women who've made it on executive levels, or the women who are on welfare, but that the giant silent majority of women is finally being reached out to, so that we can learn on a very personal level what the problems are, that women have to work now. This is not a frivolity. This is not, wouldn't it be cute to get a job? Women have to work. And 1 out of 5 households is run by a woman. So, of course, it's hard, and we're brought up to to feel that we can't do both, so we have some guilt about wanting to achieve.
Is that something you felt personally and had to contend with, that guilt of wanting to have a career, or have you always felt that you would accomplish both, in effect?
Well, I hoped that I would accomplish both, but it's conflicting, to say the least, to try and make it all work.
You have any final comments for working women generally? Any bits of advice, since it's so obvious that you care a great deal and are very much concerned?
Well, I'm very encouraged by this commission because it's reaching out to the women themselves. And I believe that we are going to have to do it ourselves, and the commission is tapping people and who can come together and bring in a very strong and positive and persuasive way to the policymakers in our government
well, they certainly
the potential.
They certainly tapped quite a lady to receive the award tonight.
Oh,
Congratulations
thank you,
again, Linda.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for being with us.
Thanks.
Okay. We're going to be back in just a few moments after these words from Hunts Manwich.